Hi Abby, this is Lisa. I am here to show you my lab manual. First, what I want to do is thank you for this assignment because it's something that I think will be very valuable for me, and it's something that I probably would have intended to do but not really have done. So I appreciate that we had to do it. Um, so I came up with a really hardy binder. I had it in a different one at first and it was too flimsy. So this one is nice and hardy, but I think I'm running out of room. So as this thing grows, I think I will move on to a bigger one and also keep it hardy. So first I have here about COVID, an algorithm regarding interpreting COVID tests and what to do when. So I thought that would be a good first page. I do have tabs here. I find that I need more really wide tabs. Some of them I have are kind of get lost in there and aren't therefore really that useful. I have the 10 CLIA standards for quality assurance. I have professional considerations for universal precautions, which is a couple pages. OSHA standards is here. CDC reporting. I'll show you this page too. Bloodborne pathogens. CDC reporting, just kind of a general overview. And then I have the slide that you gave us regarding, how to clean up. I have reporting communicable diseases. This one is for New Jersey. This is their pamphlet. This is kind of the specifics of how to report to your local health department, what to report and how to do it. And that one also is for New Jersey. And then I have the same thing for Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania Department of Health list of reportable diseases. So that's my first section. My second section is common tests. Trying to speak quickly because my first video of this I think took too long. So I have one of your slides, the common midwifery draws. I'm trying to go out too, I'm not tall enough here. We have the typical testing that's going to be done, the details of the prenatal panel, my little statement about what will typically be done in my office, and then how they will be notified. I have a tube chart. I have how to handle each of the tubes that we typically use, the red, the golden tiger top, and the lavender. This is the slide about the, if there's a problem. This is a page on common laboratory testing, kind of explanation of each. This is a page, again, on some, this is all about the comprehensive metabolic panel. So again, just kind of details on what tests are commonly made. I do have all different colors in here because that is helpful to me. I can remember what is on what color page. This is all about the liver function tests. And then I have more on, kind of a different source regarding what tests are commonly done in pregnancy. And this is first trimester tests laid out. And then, oh, sorry, that's in the next section. So this is just an overview of common tests in pregnancy that are done, and why they're performed and when, and etc. And then I have the current guidelines that you had given us regarding PAP testing, interpreting them, and then another reference, the National Cancer Institute and their screening guidelines. So this is really up to date and varies slightly. And I know different organizations have different criteria. So whether it's the National Cancer Institute or ACOG, so they kind of have slightly varying recommendations. This explains why they have recommended what they have recommended. So I have that. I wonder if this is better. I don't know. What else? That's just a nothing page. Okay, so then it goes by trimester. So I have kind of the same thing, current lab tests that are frequently done on the first trimester pregnancy and explanations of that. So that's the antibody screen, Pap test with HPV. So it's kind of like similar information but different resources. So I put several different resources in here. What else? That's the hemoglobin A1C, which I do plan on doing. So pretty comprehensive. That was first trimester. This is second trimester. Typical lab tests or lab tests that can be done. Explanations about what they are and why they're done. And then this one is third trimester. So same thing, just the tests that could be done there. And then I have, this is all the same. No, I think this is a different resource. Oh yeah, this is the March Up Dimes resource about the testing that could be done. And moving on to the next tab. Test reference values. In this section, I have your slide on venipuncture best practices, the quantitative HCG, details on the serial testing, HCG, the graph. Okay, and then here we have a normal adult lab value through the childbearing years. That is helpful, and like I said, I kind of have, you know, repeat information in here with different resources, but I kind of like it that way. Reference ranges for white blood cells. This is all about the CBC and what that all means. Super helpful. These are your slides, which were super helpful. And here's the overview. A really good slide. Oral glucose tolerance test. I do want to include one more in here about the screening. I don't have that actually printed out. I will do that. Then I have SROM diagnosing, an example of positive ferning, negative ferning, the common pH levels, and then what it looks like, your slide again. And then I have preeclampsia and HELP panels and what those would look like. Your slide on HELP. There we go. And then we have urinalysis interpretation, 3 pages of that. And that's it for that section right now, but I honestly will probably add to that slightly. Local labs. Right now with Jan, we use LabCorp. So that's an example of her requisition form there. And I am, once I get my NPI number, I plan on having an account with our local LabCorp. Jan also uses CytoCheck, which is less expensive, and so people not using insurance, this gets sent to Kentucky, I think, and so that's an option. And then I also heard about BioReference, kind of same kind of thing, that too would be less expensive than like LabCorp. But I honestly haven't, Jan doesn't send anything through them. So I still have to kind of explore that a little more and get prices. Atlantic Health is our local health system. It's actually a New Jersey system, but they moved slightly into Pike County, PA. So this lab is very local to me, only just a few minutes from my house. But without their insurance, it would be definitely more expensive for clients. And that's the LabCorp information that's closest to us. Here's some contacts. This is the Acumen. This is where we send people for ultrasounds. And then there's another one, New Jersey Imaging Network of Randolph. Jan hasn't used them yet, but I would imagine that our clients that are closer to New Jersey here, closer to where I live, might benefit from here. So I'm going to, once I get my NPI number, look into that. And then finally, treatment guidelines is my, no, it's not my last tab, but almost. So we have this algorithm, the initial prenatal visit, and what all is done. Oh, I have to flip that page so I can read it when I move over. This was the hemoglobin one, about anemia. And that continues. Sometimes I like these and sometimes I don't. It depends on the situation. Then we have one on hypertension in pregnancy from ACOG. And we have preeclampsia with severe features of HELP and the management. And that, I keep saying algorithm. It is an algorithm. There's another word for it. We have up to date there. Also about HELP. Differential diagnosis of ectopic pregnancy. And finally, ICD-10 codes, which are Googleable, which is kind of nice and helpful in the moment sometimes. But it is also helpful to have it here. So we have the maternity ICD-10 codes that are commonly used. And a newborn. And that is my handy dandy lab binder. So again, thank you. And I hope this covers everything. If you have any questions or want to talk about more specifics with me, I would be happy to do that. All right.